This episode is brought to you by the Boneyard Huskies Club. The Boneyard Huskies Club empowers UConn student athletes while providing UConn fans with access to exclusive community, utility, and rewards. The Boneyard Huskies Club is excited to announce Locker Mania. If the UConn men's basketball team wins the NCAA championship, fans who purchase a Boneyard Huskies Club men's basketball 2022-2023 season collectible will automatically receive full credit back for each purchase, and the athletes will still receive the full revenue from sales of their collectibles. For more information, go to boneyardhuskiesclub.com. That's Huskies with a YZ at the end. boneyardhuskiesclub.com.
All right, we're back. It's Big East tournament week. So, of course, we've got Alex, now unanimous all-freshman team, Karaban, joining us today. So, Alex, welcome back to the podcast.
Thank you once again. Thank you.
Yeah, so I know we obviously want to dive into the Nova game last night, but a couple things since we last spoke. I mean, you guys went and played that game at St. John's, get a little taste of MSG.
Mhm.
What was it like getting to be out on the court there and kind of get your feet wet a little bit in the Garden hype and atmosphere?
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's probably the best arena to play in one in the world. I mean, so many legends have played there, so this kind of surreal feeling just going in there, playing the game there, coming out with a win. So it was an awesome experience in general. Then when you had the UConn fans there too, chanting during the starting lineups. I heard St. John's had their senior night, and you guys, you guys were showing your UConn side of things during their senior night, and the chants when the St. John's dancers were dancing, it was just unbelievable, and like it really does feel like a second home for us. So it was an awesome experience, and the best part was we got the win.
Yeah, so you go and you get some revenge back for the loss you guys faced to St. John's at home. Then you guys have DePaul to close out the home slate. I mean, did you realize you were on a 27-0 run in that game as it's happening?
I did not. I honestly did not. And I think I looked up it, they might have called a timeout or something, the media timeout. So I looked up at the score and it was like 29-2. I was like, whoa. But nah, I didn't realize. We were in the moment of playing, and I think it was just crazy. Like even watching back, like the film after was like, oh wow, we were really on one today.
Yeah. When you're in a game like that and you've got a big lead early, how do you just keep, I don't know, keep the energy up through something like that? Because I feel like up big, it's got to be probably kind of easy to let your guard go down a little bit. But how do you guys stay motivated during a game like that when you know it's kind of already out of hand pretty early?
We just wanted to kill. I think that was just our motivation. We just want to kill everyone now. And I think our motivation comes from our losing streak that we had, and or losing month in January, and
Yeah.
we just don't want to experience anything like that again. So each player on the team got their fair share of, comments thrown at them throughout the time. So it's always like we just gotta keep proving everyone wrong. So I think now it's like we just want to keep going and like just keep going and keep winning and keep killing.
I think my next podcast idea has to be that you guys do like the Jimmy Kimmel mean tweets thing. I think we got to get that going next time.
That would
Once
be a cool idea.
once the season's over, we'll get that done in May. We'll have some fun with that. But look into last night. You get the game against Nova. You go down to Philly. Obviously, this Villanova team's a little bit different now with Justin Moore than the team that you played earlier in the season. How did it feel to go out there? Knowing the team had been playing well and being able to pull out a big road win, something that I know you guys have been looking for throughout the year.
Yeah, I mean, it was the biggest road win of the year just because they were, like you said, probably the hottest team, one of the hottest teams in the country, definitely the hottest team in the Big East. So it was definitely a good test for us going into the Big East tourney, knowing what's going to come in a couple days. So it was really good to play them. They're super talented, and we definitely could see them in the finals again. So it was definitely a tough battle. They've completely changed. They've completely flipped their season around now, and super talented. It was a hard fought game, and we learned a lot from it.
Yeah, talk a little bit about your big game. I know 16 points, 6 boards, 4 assists. Just feeling in the zone yesterday.
No, I definitely was. My shot, I was noticing in Warriors, my shot was going down a lot more. Um, yeah, I was feeling it that game. I really was, and I was just excited to play in like another NBA arena.
Yeah, take us through the buzzer beater to end the half there.
So it was the first. So like my shot is like one of the first options of that play. So I didn't really expect to get it because I thought we'd like finish out the play. But then Tristan passed to me. I was like, all right, I got 1 second left. I gotta shoot or else it'll be bad. So I shot it, went in, and I didn't expect to make it because I faded away during it. Like I
Yeah.
started fading away towards like the side of the basket. I was like, no way, I make this. Then went in. I was like, all right. And then I just ran my ass to the locker room.
When you look at how this team has been able to really kind of right the ship, I know you talked about the bad month there, and I know we've talked about it from time to time, but now that you've had some time to like really get things back on track, how do you feel, and what do you feel have been some of the biggest things, long term that have helped you maintain this success and have you going into March now in a good way?
Yeah, I think definitely we learned from a lot of those losses. I mean, I'm glad those losses came down so later. So we were able to learn them now, figure out what the problems were with our team, how teams were beating us, and then we took the time to adjust and fix it to where we're dominating now. And then just players' confidence. I feel like our confidence is through the roof right now, and everyone's loving to play with each other. Everyone's loving everyone right now. We're all supporting each other. We're all keeping each other motivated, keeping each other going, and we just really want to finish strong. So just using that last month as motivation has been super helpful for us on this hot streak we have.
I'm going to take a quick break from the interview to tell you about my friends at Martin Rosol's Meats. This fourth generation Connecticut family business produces kielbasa, hot dogs, sausages, and deli meats using Martin Rosol's very own original recipes. Their products can be found in grocery stores, delis, restaurants, and hot dog stands throughout the state. And if you're looking for your fill right away, check out their retail store in New Britain. For more information, visit martinroselsinc.com and go support a UConn fan owned business. And now, back to the interview. Tell
Tell me a little bit about your one of your captains there in Andre, because I feel like the past 3 or 4 games, like he's really taken his game to a new level, and I mean you're seeing all that he could do out on the court, and it's really fun to watch.
He's he's insane. I mean, he's one of my favorite teammates, and he's taking the coaching, he's accepting it, and he's learning every day, and that's been the biggest thing for him. And he's a hard worker too, so his skill is always going to catch up with on the offensive end. And what he's been doing, making those big threes yesterday,
Yeah.
um, cutting way more often, and just continue to be a pest on defense, pushing the ball in transition. I mean, his value is so big for us, and we wouldn't be where we are without him.
Take me through how your leadership has grown on the court, because I feel like as we continue to watch this season go along, I see you out there like directing traffic a little bit more. Like you seem to be a little bit more vocal out there. How's that role grown for you since the start of the year?
It's grown a lot. I think it just comes from the confidence I get from the older players. I mean, they have confidence in me, so I feel like that's just really letting me show off my IQ to them. And I love basketball and I watch it all the time, so I try to give them a few pointers too and just try to help them out. And they're not being ignorant. They're not being ignorant. They're not showing their egos. They're really taking it. And they don't care if I'm a freshman. They're really listening to me, and that's just increased my confidence a lot. So that's just credit to them. And I mean, they've been doing the same thing for me too. Otherwise, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
So we now had the regular season now in the rearview mirror. It's time for postseason play. So how are you feeling heading into this week at MSG for the Big East tournament?
I'm excited. I mean, watching the Big East tournament last year was crazy to me. I mean, I remember clearly the Nova game that we played last year, and just
Yeah.
how the UConn fans were going at it with the Nova fans, the chants back and forth, the lights, the atmosphere, everything was just like it was the best. And like you just feel so excited to play in this. So I'm definitely super excited to play Providence on Thursday, which I know will be a whole lot of well, it'll
Yes.
be very hectic in that arena to say the least. So No, it'll be super exciting and just have fun in the Big East tournament and win it all.
I know. I think UConn fans are going to be bummed that beer's like 10 times the price that it was when you guys last played Providence. Going into that game against Providence, now you're going to start seeing these teams for a third time. What do you think are some of the keys in being able to adjust to these teams, knowing they're doing the same thing to you guys now, having played you twice?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be difficult just because we'll each be super familiar with each other. But I think it's just at the end of the day, just having trust in what we've done for starting from the summer. And if we have trust in each other, trust in our teammates, and just stick to our identities, stick to our principles, I think we'll be more than fine.
Does the mindset change at all now going into a tournament setting where it's one and done? I know you guys proved you guys could do that in November at the PK Invitational, but at the end of the day, that's a November tournament. Now it's March,
Mhm.
stakes are a little bit higher. What's the mindset like going into those type of games?
Yeah, I mean, we really got to be on our stuff during this tournament because there's no more, we can't have any more mistakes. We can't have any more bad games that we've shown. We can't have any more of those mental lapses. And we just really got to finish strong. And because at the end of the day, one bad game could cost us our season. And we could look back 6 months from now and be like, start regretting stuff of what we did. So we just really just got to give it our all. And no, this is just a once in a lifetime opportunity that this is the only time that we're going to be all together as a team. So we just got to make the most of it.
I like it. Now we'll head to some of the questions that came in from social media. So obviously mentioned earlier, unanimous all freshman team. You've won the weekly award a number of times. So this question's asking how you're able to stay level headed, with the success personally that you've had.
Yeah, I'm not really into all that stuff. I mean, I'll take the acclamations, I'll take the recognition for my work, but I always get reminded on just to keep going. And I've never really been that type of self dude at times. Like, I'm more about the team and just winning. And whenever we win, that's when I'm at my happiest. So, I mean, it's cool to see those awards come in. I'm definitely super proud of my hard work paying off, but I'll be a thousand times, million times more excited if we win a Big East tournament or a national championship. But I'm just humble, and even practices, you get humbled every day in practice. So
Yeah.
whether it was you guarding someone or coach telling you something, I'm always humbled by them.
So I know when we talked a couple months ago, you said you guys aren't super into the bracketology stuff like the fans, but now that it's in sight a little bit more, you still avoid that stuff, or do you start to like look at it a little bit more and see what's out there?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm looking at it a lot more now. I'm trying to see what seed we're gonna be. I'm trying to see where we're playing. I'm trying to see all this stuff, see all the possibilities right now. But yeah, I'm into it way more now.
And I'm sure you, like the rest of the fan base, all want to, not only be in Albany in that first round, but you guys want to see MSG going forward, right?
No comments, but yeah.
um, as we wrap the regular season, this one came in favorite win of the regular season.
Oh, hmm. See, I'm afraid I'm gonna forget one. I'm gonna throw a couple out there.
All right, let's hear them.
PK, obviously, we'll
Yeah,
throw that as one. Creighton, just because the circumstances and just we
yeah.
hadn't beaten them really. Providence, crosstown rival. The environment was electric, and then I'll say the one yesterday at Nova was definitely one of my favorites.
All right, I like it. And by the way, I've got to mention, I know the last time we spoke, we talked about the black uniforms, and I wasn't a fan, but now 2-0 in them since we spoke about that. So I
Mhm.
keep wearing them.
I hope so. I think we will.
Are we gonna get the white throwbacks everyone loves Thursday afternoon?
Um, I hope so. They've been treating us good, so I hope so.
Um, this one, I know the beard's been the new thing that you've added, but I know people saw the other day on social media threw on the headband. Is that for next year that the headband coming?
That was a little sneak peek. I might do it next year. Hassan really tried convincing me and helping me out with the headbands because he's been wearing it a couple times. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see. We're gonna see. After first night, we're gonna see, which is gonna be a while, but I
Yeah.
might rock it. I might just be I might just ditch like last second, which I know I'll probably do, but
All right,
but yeah.
all right. So everyone's got to stay tuned for next year for that one.
Yeah.
And then I'll wrap with this. I remember like the first episode we did, we talked about everyone getting on the Caravan, but I saw last night after you hit that shot at the buzzer, Carabang was the new one. You like that one?
Damn. I like that. That's creative. I like that one.
Yeah.
I never think of that because I try to think of stuff ahead now, ahead of UConn Nation. I try to like get my own thing going, but I never can. But Caravan's a cool one. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got some good ones there. But Alex, really appreciate you taking some time. I know it's a really busy time of year for you guys. So I hope that next time we talk, we're talking Big East Championship, run to that, and what's ahead for March. So thanks so much for hopping on, and best of luck this week at MSG.
Yes. Thank you once again.